Hello everyone, ArchDraft here. Been a hot minute since the last video, but I got a great game for you today. It is an action platformer game called Sanabi. It has such a great story, and I can't fully go into that for you, but I want to at least show you something, give you a little hint of what the story's all about. That way, and some of the gameplay, so you can get a see and get a feel for it. I thoroughly enjoyed my time playing this game, so I really hope I can show you the good game and do it justice. This is story stuff here. I'm going to skip this. Alright. So, your character that you play as, he is a retired veteran who gets called back to work on this case, hunting for this terrorist named Sanabi. He has this thing called a chain arm that you basically use as like a grappling hook. So all of the speed you get is all kind of momentum based. So trying to build up momentum is pretty key to going fast in the game. And there are a lot of sections where speed is important. And then as far as combat goes, it's pretty simple. You just kind of oh man. There we go. Oh, that's my problem. Okay. I went to an early part of the game so that I wouldn't give too much away. And I keep trying to use abilities that I don't have unlocked yet. Oh. But yeah, as far as combat goes, it's pretty simple. It's just kind of dashing straight to the target. So you're just trying to avoid any projectiles or anything that are coming at you. So this right here is the informant that tipped you off to what was going on, and that Sanabi, the terrorist, was here. Her name's Mari, and that's her little robot muffin. So the main character, he gets called back to work because, out of retirement, mind you, to come investigate this city where this terrorist is supposed to be. And one of the odd things was that this city had 3 million people in it, and suddenly it had no one in it just overnight. And so they're assuming that that was the work of Sanabi, but they don't know for sure. And this city is not just a normal city. It was built by a company called the Mago Corporation. And it's called Mago City. This is a fun little thing they like to do whenever Mari is explaining her plans. She goes and draws out a bunch of it. It's definitely a fun way to go about it. The game's got a really good style, I think. I really enjoy it. It's got a pretty good sense of humor, too. Alright, I'm gonna skip through the rest of that now. Yeah, so This game, there's not too much I can say without spoilers. It is a pretty story-focused game. So I don't want to end up spoiling what the game's actually, like, fully about. But I want you to, like, see enough that you can get a feel for it, so that you'll know if it looks like something that you would enjoy. I can say that I'm generally not a platformer kind of person. I like Metroidvanias and stuff, sure, and they've got some platforming in them, but it's never like the platforming that's kind of like my main draw to a game. But in this game, it's just so much fun to do. And it can be a little frustrating at times to, like, can I get the hang of it? But it's not too difficult to get the hang of. And the game has a really good checkpoint system, so even if you end up dying, you don't feel that punished by it. You might just go back to, like, the start of the room. These little vending machine things here are normally checkpoints. But yeah, so we just kind of lock onto them and jump on them. We can ride them around for a minute before we kind of get forcefully ejected off. So that's kind of all there is to combat. Now that can be tougher than that makes it sound, but overall that's kind of just the combat. Okay. Going over here. Now, I am playing this on controller. I don't know how well exactly it plays on PC, but I know on controller it feels pretty good. Maybe that's because of the aim assist, I don't know, but it feels pretty good. Also, you can do a slow-mo aim, so if you want to have more precision in where you're aiming to. I never do this, although it probably would have helped a lot if I just got more used to doing it. I like not doing it because I like the speed of everything without it. Oh. Yeah, so this is a fairly early part of the game. The game's kind of split up into 5 chapters, and this is from the first one. So, nothing too crazy here to spoil. But since it is really story-focused, I think I've said the extent of what I'm going to say in the story. As far as gameplay goes, you'll get some other mechanics along the way. So, the mechanic I keep trying to do is that whenever I latch onto something like this, later in the game you can just dash straight to wherever you're hooked onto. And then you can also ride along the wall eventually, or ride along the ceiling, I mean. And then there's like a dash ability you get later also. And I just keep trying to do them. But overall, I think that's a decent look at what the game is. A big draw of this is going to be the story. There's a lot of cutscenes and stuff. And it can feel a little long and drawn out sometimes. But it didn't bother me too much overall. And the story is so important to what the game is that I had to enjoy it. It can feel a little slow in the beginning, but there's always kind of that mystery of what's going on that drives it. So even whenever you're like, man, I kind of want to play the game, you're also still enjoying the story. So if you're okay with a more story-focused game, this is such a great game. It really is. The story is just so good. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. This is a pretty short one. Pretty short video. It's my first video after having a surgery done. So, sorry it's taken some time to finally get back around to recording something. I wanted to make sure that I was feeling well enough to actually be able to put out a good video. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. And, yeah, bye.